Hello everyone and welcome back to All-Star Battle. Or I guess I should say welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, but we're doing All-Star Battle today. I have delayed doing it because I was unsure if I wanted to stream it or not, and then I was just a little bit indecisive for a few days, and then I didn't get it. So, we're doing it today. I don't care if we don't maximize our kills. I don't care if, we're done in like 15 minutes. The first half of All-Star Battle, I just am trying to get through it, man. I am just trying to get through the first half of All-Star Battle as fast as possible, then start farming waves, because the second half is where I think it's the most fun. It really isn't, like, a overall super enjoyable experience for me, but I know at least some of you guys appreciate these videos still, so we'll keep doing these All-Star Battle videos as long as people keep saying they like it. They don't, perform the best of some of the other ones, but you know what, people like them, and what am I if I don't give the people what they want? So we're running through and we are going to see what we can do. So we're about to finish up wave 3 of 51. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh wow, this is actually like a lot of stuff that's not normal for All-Star Battle. So at least they changed up the first 3 waves. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good to see. King Caesar's running around doing some work over here. I built a deck in Magic that could utilize the King Caesar card. I didn't end up putting him in. He was one of the first cards I cut for this deck I was making. I talk about that Magic a lot every time we do the All-Star Battle videos, but I gotta fill up like 45 minutes of time, and it's like the thing that I've been doing the most outside of Battle Line is playing Magic, and I've been trying to fit the Godzilla cards wherever I can, you know, and they just announced some Venom and Spider-Man cards, and I'm thinking to make a deck revolving around the Venom, and you know who fits in the Venom deck? There is a Godzilla and Space Godzilla cards that are really strong in that deck specifically, but they're probably not super strong outside of it. So I have to pick up another copy of the Space Godzilla. I already have, excuse me, 2 copies of the Godzilla. So that'll be fun. But I gotta get another one of the Space Godzilla, because, you know, one to have on display and then one to play with. That's, you know, that's the motto. But, also, I broke my gelatinous cube, and then I ordered what I thought was another gelatinous cube, but it was actually, I thought I was like, oh, I'll order 2, so that way in case one breaks again, I have a second one. Well, I didn't realize there were sizing differences, and my other one was like 6-inch. This is, you know, a little bit smaller, but, you know, some people say this is average. Some people say this is average size for your gelatinous cube, and it's okay if you don't have a really big one, because if you play with it too much, you might hurt it, and if there's not a lot to play with, then you're probably good. That's just what people say. I've never said anything like that, but that's just what I hear online. So guys, when you're messing around with your gelatinous cube, don't squeeze too tightly, because all the sticky stuff on the inside might just fly out. That happened to me. But now with these smaller ones, right, it's not going to do that. But now they stick to each other. Kind of alright. No, well, there goes that one. Excellent battle, we got it. Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, I don't think you know, usually I do like a figure recap when we do these videos, and I show you guys like, oh, hey, like what figure I got in the mail or something like that. I haven't gotten any figures in the mail recently. I think the next figure that arrives would be if production lines goes well, or production goes as planned, and not like the 2024 Rio Godzilla. Or Godzilla Evolved, I should say. The Haya King Ghidorah and Godzilla 91 should come in May, I think. And then I pre-ordered the Marvel Legends Venom from Spider-Man 2, the PlayStation game, and then the Symbiote Spider-Man from that. But I think those said on the pre-orders that they're not going to come out until June or July. But I think in May is the Godzilla vs. Kong Haya, and then the 91 Godzilla, and then the what's his name, Ghidorah. I think all 3 of those arrive in May. Oh, did we get this? Or did we hit this crystal? Nailed it. Perfectly timed. But I'm really excited for them. I was really excited for the Godzilla Evolved, but I guess it's just been like delayed a million times, and it's just like never gonna come out now. Is this gonna kill this crystal? Nice. Yeah, I really wanted the Evolve, but it hasn't come yet. And you know what, I think probably, you know, maybe a lot of people cancel their pre-orders on the Evolved because of the psychological damage he's doing to people in this game, the Rio at least. But I like him. I also like him in this game, but I'm excited for the Rio to come in. I don't have any Godzilla Evolved figures here. I guess I technically have the Funko Pops above me, but it's not really. They're in box. They're just like for display in the box purposes. I'm not like moving them around and stuff. But the Godzilla's behind me, I've like moved them around a bunch. I like them a lot. The Haya figures especially has a lot of really cool ones. Dun 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 dun. Oh, but I guess instead of a figure pickup, I didn't pick up any figures for my birthday, but this video's coming out after my well after my birthday. It's more magic stuff. I got Edgar Markov. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but it's a vampire guy. He's very good. He's an expensive card, and now I'm trying to build a vampire themed deck based around him. And I think I'm off. I killed that one shot. I think I'm off to a pretty good start with him so far. So if there's anyone, I know there's some of you guys that play Magic in my comments, because every single time in one of these videos I mention it, someone in my comments is, "Oh, I love that you play. Like, what do you play?" So if you play Magic and you use Edgar Markov or anything, just let me know what you like to use with them, because the deck I have for him seems pretty decent, but I probably need a little bit of work on it. I'm not like. It maybe is like the maybe the third deck I've built from scratch, but only the second one of those from scratch decks that I've actually took time into making. Because the only decks from scratch that I've made is Wolverine, Captain America, and now Edgar. But Wolverine, I made that complete from scratch. I ordered all those cards months and months ago. Captain America, I haven't ordered any of the cards for, but I have like a concept of what I want for it. And then Edgar, I've ordered a bunch of cards. I actually only needed to order like, I ordered like 10 cards because I own already a lot of vampire cards, and that's what he works with. But that's what I've been doing when I'm not playing GBL. I mean, I have a few decks in GBL that I want to show you guys, because I like deck building. And you know what? This game was doing it for me for a while, but there's so much deck building in Magic. That's what I like to do. I think that's what got me hooked with Battle Line in the first place, is I like deck building. I like all the different abilities. I like all the concepting that you could do and the theory crafting. You know, we've run into a few times in the meta, especially like with Rio or Chibis or Kumo, where you kind of feel like you get pigeonholed into a certain play style even if you don't like it, and that's unfortunate, because I think everyone should really be playing with what their favorites are. So I have a deck idea that probably wouldn't have been possible prior to this update, and then it has some inspiration from another deck, and I'm going to do a deck video for both of those, I think, because they're similar, but they're kind of different. But it's mostly about using what I like to use. One of them at least is, so hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know when it will release for you guys. I'm recording like a bunch of videos at around the same time frame, so maybe you see it, maybe you don't. Or you will see it. It'll be up on the channel at some point, but I'm just talking about like when. I don't even know. Oh man, but this season of Battle Line, if it's been going well for you guys, let me know. I know a lot of people are really happy with Super Godzilla. I've seen a lot of people on the fence with Bagan. I really like Bagan. I think Bagan is pretty sick. I think he's a pretty good character. I'm not like, you know, I'm not as over the moon with Bagan as I thought. I did put some G materials into him on day 1, so mine is level 10, maybe? I've gotten a few pieces of him for free, though, just through playing, which is nice considering what we had to go through to get him in the first place. But, you know what? I'm liking him. I'm liking him a lot. You know what? Let's just do this. Get 3 kills right there. Perfect. Yeah, I'm liking Bagan a lot. I think after this season, he'll probably take a back seat for me. I think maybe there's a chance that, that in a few months from now, he gets really good again. But he's still kind of like not doing super well, even with the rented levels. So part of me is like, oh man, is he really going to make a huge splash a few months later down the line when, who knows, maybe something more powerful shows up. But his effect is really strong. I think he's going to be really good for a long time. Nice jump scare. Because of his effect. But honestly, I don't know. Super Godzilla. I think Super Godzilla is going to stand the test of time extremely well. Super Godzilla has really good stats. Oh my lord. Super Godzilla. The healing is great. The stats are good. The damage is good. I really think that he's got a lot going for him. I mean, Bagan has a lot going for him as well. But at the same time, he just feels like a little bit underpowered. And that's unfortunate, because when you're picking characters for your team, you don't really want someone to be under-leveled. You want, or feel underpowered. You want someone to be like a really strong addition to the team. I think Bagan can do a lot of really good work. I don't know what I would change. Maybe his health amount? Maybe it's his health feels too low. I really enjoy using Bagan. I'm probably not going to stop using him at all this season, but we're still pretty early into the season. Next season, though, I don't know. Maybe there's something better. I usually have a pretty solid deck that I run every single season for the most part. I have fun using it. It gets, you know, guaranteed wins just about. And I have like 1 or 2 spots that are used for like a flex. And this season I'm using both the flex spots for these units, and they're fun. Next season, maybe I use the other ones, right? But I'm trying to at least... There's not a whole lot of times in this game where the seasonal units, I don't at least try to get my mileage out of them. There are very few times, I feel like, where I just like completely abandoned new season units, and it was like Godzilla 1999, Godzilla 2002, Monster X, Jet Jaguar 72, 73, whatever year the Jet Jaguar is. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Maphilus. I didn't use him really at all ever after he was added. I used Zeton even for a while. I don't know. Not a whole lot of characters that in their inaugural seasons I just dropped them cold turkey. You know what? Some of the Avas, Ava 2 and 8. Right, 2 and 8 were in the same season as 0 and the 10th Angel, and I used the 10th Angel a lot, and I used the exploding Ava 0 a lot. But I dropped Unit 2 like immediately because she was broken, and I dropped 8 as well because she was really bad. I didn't use them at all really in their inaugural season, but I used the other 2 units. I guess it would make more sense to say that there isn't a whole lot of... Like, I've dropped some units completely from the roster during their inaugural seasons. But maybe it's more fair to say there isn't a single season... No, maybe it's... Having a stroke. The amount of seasons that I have played where I've used... Completely dropped all the units from any given season is probably 5 or less. Like, I'm every season at least using, like, one... Like, at least using one unit from any given season. For sure. Like, last season, I was using Varen all season. Right? I don't even remember who was out last season. Bachelor of Duo, right? Bachelor Mothra Duo in 1991. Godzilla 1991 and the Bachelor Mothra Duo. I used them, all 3 units, the whole season. I still am using Varen into this season. I don't know, maybe in the comments, someone who's like more in tune with my videos and stuff than me, or what I'm using in the arena than me, could tell me. You know, I don't even fucking know what's going on half the time here on this channel. I'm just kind of showing up, doing my thing, and, you know, we're calling it quits, right? I don't even know what's happening on the screen right now. I'm just kind of talking to you and just dropping shit, right? So, we're gonna kill that guy again, and then we're gonna train, and then we're done. That's wave 23. So yeah, that's where I'm at least at the moment. Been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals as well. I've been getting back into Binding of Isaac. I don't know what's come over me, but Binding of Isaac rules. So I've been playing a lot of that. My account on my Switch is like so far progressed, or at least it was when I last played it a few years ago. And then on Steam, I have like no progress on it. But I recently got a Steam Deck, so I've just been sitting in bed and playing Isaac on the Steam Deck. Steam Deck has been amazing. It's been super useful. Just to, you know, I work all day. I come home, make videos. You know, not a whole lot of time to just like play single player games, because if I'm playing games, I can play with the boys, right? Gotta play with all the homies. But if I'm just sitting in bed, you know, I've been reading comic books in bed on my tablet through the Marvel app, which has been super fun. And then I've been doing Single-player games, I've been playing a lot of... I'm bouncing around a bunch of indie titles. Like Dave the Diver, I'm bouncing through, or I'm moving through Dave the Diver. Hades, I'm still trying to beat the first... I beat the first Hades. I have 3 clears, but I've been told that you need... For my, some of my coworkers and friends that have played through Hades, tell me that I need to at least do like 10 clears of Hades. So I'm on my 3rd or 4th, but now I'm playing now I'm in the middle of doing Binding of Isaac. I started Shovel Knight because everyone says Shovel Knight's really good. I'm not really a huge 2D platformer guy. I didn't really play a whole lot of them growing up. When I was really little, yeah, but it was not a genre that I stuck with for a while, or for most of the time. But I'm playing a lot of that. I have Slay the Spire downloaded, but I haven't started Slay the Spire yet. I've been playing a lot of Dave the Diver. I'm almost done with Dave the Diver. And there's a Godzilla DLC in Dave the Diver. I think Ebera's in it, and Godzilla's in it. I think you can cook Ebera, so I'm gonna have to do that. Isaac, I've been playing a lot of. Balatro, I played the shit... Whoa, hold on. I played the shit out of Balatro. Christmas time, Hanukkah time, man, I just went, the winter holiday season, I just went crazy on Balatro. Like, I haven't touched it since, I've literally beaten 1 round of Balatro, like 1 go-through, and I haven't touched it since. But I did it, and it was really fun, and it's something that just casually play in the back. I'm trying to think, other indie... Hades, I'm playing. Shovel Knight, I started. Unless I'm flipping you off and not. Shovel Knight, Hades. I have to start Slay the Spire. I've been playing Binding of Isaac. I have Assassin's Creed Black Flag installed on the Steam Deck, but it's like, it's not really supposed to be played on the Steam Deck. I'm playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I'm playing the shit out of Monster Hunter. I think the last time I actually live streamed, it was the night that Monster Hunter Wilds was coming out, or it was the day that it was the release day. Man, it's taken me a little while to get through Rivals, or Wilds, because I've been pretty busy, but it is such a good game, man. I was a really big fan of Worlds and Rise. I didn't play a whole lot of the earlier Monster Hunters. I played some, but I didn't really play a whole lot. Worlds was the first one that I beat completely. I played the Stories games. Man, Wilds is really good. I still feel like I kind of like Worlds better, but maybe I have more nostalgia in Worlds. I have like 5,000 hours in Worlds. I played the shit out of that when it came out, and that summer after, and then Iceborne, and then I went back last year with some of my friends and played it on new characters all the way through. I really liked that, and Rise I played all the way through. It was really sick. This new Monster Hunter, I'm loving it. I haven't played as much as I wanted to, because I've just been extremely busy, but it's so good. If you're on the fence of getting Monster Hunter, it absolutely rules. It's so sick. I didn't even realize we hit the perfect synergy here with the Gamera and the Choppers. That worked out. See, it's just all in my brain state. We're hitting that flow Zen state, moving through All-Star Battle. I'm just hitting crazy combos without even thinking about it. You go here, done. But yeah, man, I've been trying to play. I've been trying to keep up with games to play. You know, I've been playing a lot. You know what I haven't been keeping up with? Movies and shows. Daredevil started, and I loved the... I'm not going to talk about the first 2 episodes in the season. I always cut time out of my day to watch whatever new Marvel shit is out. Whatever Marvel slop is out, Deadpool, Daredevil, you know, I loved She-Hulk, Agatha. Whenever there's new Marvel stuff, I find the time. But I still haven't seen, like, Oppenheimer. I want to watch that. I have, you know, my TV... I think it's streaming on Amazon, so watch that. That new Mickey 17 movie that's coming out looks really sick too. I still haven't seen Nosferatu. There's like a lot of stuff that I haven't seen that I want to watch, and you know what? I haven't found the time to watch all the movies because I'm playing a lot of Battle Line, and I'm watching or I'm playing a lot of other games, and I don't want to play a game and watch a movie at the same time. Like I started that Tetris movie that I think is on Apple Plus, and I like never finished it. I should probably go back and finish it. It was pretty good from the like 20 minutes I watched. The Tetris movie was actually pretty good. As I squeeze on my gelatinous cubes. But yeah. I love watching movies. And I don't do it enough. But I did go see Captain America. Like I said, I always carve time out for Marvel slop. Even DC slop, I will carve out time to go see any superhero, I should say cape shit. Any cape shit, I'm gonna go see. That's a no-brainer. But you know what? Speaking of cape shit I'm gonna go see, I haven't watched any of Invincible. Actually, that's a lie. I watched the first season of Invincible. I haven't watched the second season or the third season. But like I've read the books. I know what's gonna happen, right? So I'm already been. All my friends are like, "Oh, you gotta watch Invincible. It's so crazy. You're never gonna believe what happens." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. I read it like 20 years ago. Not actually 20 years ago, but like 10 years ago when it was like, it was even. I think it was done when I started it because one of my roommates in college, he was obsessed, right? And he had every omnibus of Invincible, and I just read those. I was like, "Can I read Invincible?" He's like, "Sure, go for it." I read them all. And they're good. I mean, I liked it a lot, and I liked the show a lot. I have to just now catch up with the other 2 seasons, but I know what's happening. And it's been fun to see all that on Twitter too. People talking about the Invincible season, or I guess like on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, social media. I shouldn't say on Twitter because I'm not really super using Twitter, but on social media, I have seen a lot of the Invincible chatter. There you go. $33. Right, we're close. We're close. We're 21 minutes. You know, usually we clear this in like 45. So this is on par for a normal time clear. You know, as far as shows go, I think I don't know if it's new as in coming out now, because I kind of been on and off with it for a while, but there's a new season. I think it's a new season of Righteous Gemstones, or maybe I'm watching the latest season of it. I don't know. My wife started watching it. I liked the older seasons. I haven't caught up on any of the newer ones, so whatever she's watching now is what I'm watching. It's good. And then new season of White Lotus. I haven't watched it, but I liked the other 2 seasons. But my wife told me that they changed the theme song, and I liked the old theme song a lot. And if they change this new one, I probably not even gonna watch it. It's all about the theme song, baby. I'm hooked on. As soon as you get me on the songs, I'm hooked. The new season of Daredevil. The song is different. The intro song is different. One of my boys is like, "Oh, I like it. It's good for different reasons." And I'm like, "No, dude. The original Daredevil theme song is slaps. It rules." And they changed it for who knows what reason, but maybe to differentiate it that it's like a new show. Because there's like some kind of like thing where you, after like a certain amount of time, shows will change their names to like save on costs or taxes, where it's like, I don't know what the rule is. It's like if a show goes on for like X amount of seasons, I think it's 4, and you want to keep the name of the show, they like you get charged more for the rights. But if you give the show a sub name like Daredevil Born Again or like Ben 10 Alien Force, it, instead of it just being Ben 10, like Ben 10 Alien Force, it like triggers, I don't even know what the rule is. I don't remember where I heard it, but I feel like that's the reason that shows change stuff. Like the Ultimate Spider-Man show got a name change. It became Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors or something, to avoid some kind of rights or licensing fees. It's something like that, man. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm trying to Google it, but I don't want to like be rude and Google it while, you know, I'm having this one-on-one conversation with you. I mean, you're a great listener. If you've made it this far, fantastic listener, and you know, just been letting me say whatever I want. But I think that's the reason they changed the subtitles of shows, because it's like a tax thing. I don't know. I don't remember. Someone who knows more about TV and movies would know. I'm just a dummy who likes to watch them. And I think we cleared this. Yep, perfect. There's no way they were killing our Mothra. I don't know why I thought we wouldn't be able to clear it. Well, wave 36 done. Fantastic. Also, it was brought to my attention because, like I've said in many of my videos, I haven't played the Super Godzilla Nintendo game, but Bagan's design in this is not the same as from the Super Nintendo game. The Bagan design in this is actually the one from Godzilla. And I'm not entirely sure if you go to this guy's... You know what? Let's just check right now real quick while we're doing this. If you click on him, his year says 1993. So it's counting him as the one from the game, but the design is the Godzilla one. So I guess maybe if they do a recolor or something, they could just use the Godzilla one and call it a day there. I think that'd be alright. I feel like they could do that and be fine. You. Nice. King Caesar got a buff recently, too. It was alright. I mean, it's not really taking him, you know, you're just kind of polishing a turd with that. But he's, you know, he's at least halfway decent in All-Star Battle. We're getting a lot of mileage out of him. We're flying through some of these waves. I think we got an achievement there that said we killed 150 enemies in All-Star Battle. We're on wave 38. Like, what is the least amount of enemies we can kill to get to where we would need to go? Probably 51, right? If we just targeted the crystal every single time and didn't kill any other enemies, it'd be 51 would be the minimum amount of enemies you would need to clear to finish this up. I think that's probably right. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. Bum, bum, bum. Next wave. Ooh, we got some decent... No, we got some decent options here. We can use you. Yeah. Let's just use this here. We can drop Varen on them. Yeah, kill out these swarms. Hey, look, it's good for us. We get a couple swarm kills. A little Rodan action here. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Kill the Kamakras with our laser beam. I mean, why not? We're never going to even pop this freaking video. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it. Right here's done. So over for him. I'm trying to think of, like, what else is going on or what's happening, right? Well, I guess whenever you see this video, it'll only be a few days before the second half of the All-Star Battle drops, which is going to be good. I'm not going to be able to do that because I am assuming that the second half of All-Star Battle coincides with when my entire family is visiting. A lot of them have not seen my house, so doing a big thing. Everyone's coming in and checking it out, which is going to be nice, but I'm definitely not going to be able to stream during that. Yeah, I mean, other than that, man, I'm just trying to, like, you know, try to find ways to finagle the Godzilla cards in my Magic decks. I'm waiting on some vampire cards to come in for my decks, because, like, there's a bunch of Dracula cards. I guess there's a secret layer that was, like, themed after the Dracula book, not the Bram Stoker movies. I think it's themed after the original book, and so, like, I have a land card coming that's Castle Dracula that is... First of all, so sick. I loved the Dracula books. The book was so good. If you haven't read Dracula, I recommend it. I did, for October last year, I read Dracula and I read Frankenstein, and I actually think Frankenstein depressed the shit out of me after reading it. It was really good, though. Both are really good. I just went through, like, you know, it's October, gotta listen to some, like, classic monsters, right? And so Dracula and Frankenstein are good. Fresh in my mind still. It's, you know, it's only March, but... You know, it's fresh a few months later. But I ordered a Castle Dracula card. And then there was a card that was just Dracula himself. But the Dracula himself card I didn't need. I don't remember what it did. But it was not something... It was just regular, just a Dracula on it. And it was just not something that I needed for my deck. It just wasn't synergizing. But there was another one that was Dracula Lone... Voyager or something. It's him. It's when Dracula, when he goes on the boat, when he's on the Demeter, right? It's like one chapter in the book. They made a whole movie about it. It's really brief, but Dracula on the boat, and then you flip it, and then it's Dracula in the coffin that's on the boat. I don't remember what it does, but it does work well with what I'm making, and it's Dracula, so that works in my vampire flavor, which is fantastic. It's an alternate art of Edgar Charmed Groom, which is different than the Edgar that I'm using as my commander. If that makes sense to you, if you play Magic or whatever, then go nuts. If you don't care, then thank you for listening. But, you know what? They're making more Magic cards this year. I'm going to go crazy. Spider-Man cards coming out. I'm going to open up a shit ton of Spider-Man cards. There's a Godzilla card game coming out in July or something like that. If I can get my hand on a couple booster boxes for that, or like a booster box or two, maybe we could do a stream where I open it on stream. I feel like that would be kind of neat. Because I'm a big fan of card games. I mean, that whole cabinet behind me with the two doors right there, it's literally entirely filled with trading cards. Mostly bulk. I got a lot of decks in there. I got like Pokemon decks and Lorcana decks. from when I used to play those a lot, but I haven't really played those so much anymore, but I got a bunch of Magic shit in there now. So now I'm playing Magic a lot. My Lorcana decks are going crazy. I went to not the regional championship. I went to an event last May that if you placed high enough, you got an invite to the regional event, the regional championship, to invite you to nationals, I think is how it went. Or it was if you got that, you went to national. I don't remember. I don't remember the tournament structure for Lorcana at all. But I placed in like the top 900, maybe like the top 950 or something. I don't remember. Something like 951 or 941, 931 maybe. It was fun. It was, I literally, I played it, like, me and my buddy, we both went to that tournament, and we practiced against each other for like weeks leading up to it, and we had pretty good win rate. I think I ended up with one more win over him, but something about it, man, after that tournament, I think it was just so much back-to-back Lorcana that I just was so burnt after it. I literally haven't touched the game since. I have a cool deck box and everything, and I've literally just not even touched any of those cards, and I'm probably just gonna get, give a bunch of the bulk ones I have to one of my local card stores and just see if I can exchange it for a bunch of Magic shit, because I'm playing a ton of Magic now. And I'd rather play that, I think, than Lorcana at this point. But Lorcana was fun. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. I just, like, after that tournament circuit, I just got burnt out like crazy. I have no other way to describe it other than, like, I just wanted to, like, rip my eyes out. I literally haven't touched it since. But it was fun. I liked it a lot. I've been keeping up with some of the card reveals, like the new sets and stuff like that. And, all looks really good. And I hope it all goes well for them over there. I tried the One Piece game temporarily. I haven't bought any cards for it myself, but one of my buddies, he really got into it briefly, was like super into One Piece card game. I mean, I love One Piece, but the show and I'm reading the manga and everything. I'm all cut up. I know everything. In the lore, I know everything's going on and all the implications. But one of my buddies sent me, like, last year, maybe the year before, I think at the beginning of last year, like, a ton of One Piece cards. So you gotta get into One Piece with me, and I'm like, I don't know if I can get into another card game. And then I played One Piece with I had 2 pre-made decks, I think, that he bought me, and then someone else got me, like, a bundle that was in one of the fruits. Looked really cool. Cards are cool. I didn't pull anything of value, so I kind of just... There's also nowhere by me that is running locals for One Piece, so I was like... I got all these cards for what reason, right? At least the stores near me were doing, like, Lorcana on Mondays, and Pokemon on Saturdays, and Magic on Fridays and Sundays. We're gonna buy one of these tickets so that we can go to back to the event, and just do this last one here with the ticket, so I don't have to spend 150 gems on 3 tickets. But yeah. I mean, listen, I do a lot of ranting on the card game. I'm stumbling over myself. I do a lot of card games. I play a lot of card games. I love card games. And my love for card games is what makes me so happy with Battle Line. I like seeing all the different cards in my deck. It's like a puzzle every match, right? I play Commander. And, everyone's got 100 cards in their deck. And because they have 100 cards in their deck, even if I play the same deck 6 times in a row, like every day I play against the same 2 decks, right? Let's say one of my, I guess, partners, podmates, one of the people I play against every day runs a frog deck, right? And every single day I play that frog deck. Well, eventually, I'll know everything that's in the frog deck. But even if I know all 100 cards that are in that deck, it's like a new puzzle every single day, because who knows out of that 100 cards what they're drawing? It's totally random. So that's why I like Battle Line a lot. There are really good characters, there are bad characters. I think everything in this game has a counter, and I think everything in this game can be used pretty efficiently if you're smart enough. And every game to me is like a puzzle. I love trying to figure out where characters go. I love trying to figure out what my opponents what their strategy is, how to play around their strategy. That's what I like to do, and that's why I like card games, and that's exactly why I like Battle Line. Battle Line reminds me of a card game, just a little bit more involved. That's why I like it. It tickles that itch in my brain that's like, oh, a puzzle, I gotta try to solve this. That is exactly what Battle Line does. The same I guess kind of hit that I get from a card game, that's the same kind of thing I get from Battle Line. That's just me, right? There's a lot of people in this community that play cards. I don't have a section in my Discord for trading cards or anything like that. I probably should. I feel like there's probably a fair amount of people that collect them, but I collect them. I have a good time with them. And I think that a lot of people who play also play Battle Line. I know there's a few people in the Battle Line community that play like Marvel Snap. I love Marvel Snap. I play it every day, right? It's a card game, and it's Marvel Cape shit. I love Marvel Cape shit, so it just is what it is, you know? I like card games. This is basically a card game, so I'm all in. Oh, there's another one of these guys? Are you kidding me? This gamer's struggling to kill this guy out? That's fine. He's gonna die there. This gamer's gonna be able to kill both of them, I think, or at least help. Send you back here while they fight this Mecha Godzilla. He lost his shield, so he's gonna be able to go down really quickly. Mogera's taken over. I can't even move Eber away from the Mogera. It's fine, let's just bring them in a little bit closer. Eber is dead. Maybe we can kill out this Shin Godzilla. I think we're good. Between Gamera and the Angel, 10th Angel. I can't even hit Excellent Battle. Can't even hit Excellent Battle. But let's see how many points we get. We have like, what, 4,000 and something odd points. I think we'll hit like 6,500, maybe 7,000. So we're at 4.550. We have 26 of these things to collect. Let's see how many of them even are points and how many of them are. So there's a map. I don't need anything from I guess, you know what? I need Varan and Gotengo, so I lied. I do need some stuff from the maps. That's one map. Here's another map. I get more Gotengo pieces. Oh, I got more Varan pieces. Alright, cool. I need that. This is the guaranteed 4-star, I believe. The Megalon. Cool. We get Megalon. Another map with... This one actually had nothing that I needed in it. I guess Rodent pieces, but I'm not using him for anything. Cool, so that's done. Now I'm at 7,000. Oh, fantastic. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go in, and we're going to buy the G material. Cool, and then we call it a day there. So, that's what I got for you guys tonight. And I hope you had a good one. I guess in the morning you'll see this. I'm recording this at night, but you'll eventually see this in the morning, because I normally just upload all my stuff in the morning. I very rarely upload at night. Now I'm ranting, but... Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good morning, wherever you are. You know what? It might be night for you. I never even considered that maybe for some of you guys it's night when you watch these videos. So maybe I guess the background when I record these at night does work out for you. If you're across the world or if you're just watching this at night, whatever. Whatever it is, I hope you had a good day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.